40 expensive things a child broke. According to Reddit, number 40. My social life. Bank account. The answer you are looking for is a $1,000 flat screen. He was unhappy with his younger brother's TV choices, so he threw a large plane at it. Makes sense. In the interest of clarity, because this has not been made too apparent by my title, the question is being posed to the parents of Reddit. What is the most expensive thing your child has ruined? According to Reddit. Hello to everyone in the stream chat. Tonight's stream may be quick, and I apologize for my tardiness. I really wasn't prepared tonight. Haha. Stacy says I responded to this subreddit earlier. Interesting. As we roll up to number 39. Wait, Stacy got kids? I completely forgot. Damn. Number 39. My dad told me not to play baseball in the backyard. I did. Smashed the windshield on his new S-Class. Oh, you damn kids. Breaking your parents' shizzle. Let's roll up here. Number 38. 20 years ago, my friend's son was making puzzles, and he cut up his father's original Star Wars A New Hope 1977 poster. His father told me he had to shrug it off because his son didn't know any better. Best punishment served cold. The son is now a young Star Wars fan, and he would do anything to own the poster he himself ruined. Why didn't he frame it? I guess you couldn't know at the time, maybe? Oh. That father is a legend. 11 out of 10 IGN. What the bing bong. Hello to Emmy. And hello to Stripes. Hello to Lunar Lad, Knife Wife, and Professional Commenter. As we roll up this list of expensive things that children accidentally ruined, we reach number 37. Once, the son destroyed a video camera that I left on top of a speaker with a cord connected to the TV, and he pulled it down. I suppose it was my fault. Another time, my daughter flushed my college ring down the toilet. Well, you leave them in the grasp of these little monsters. What do you expect? My other son tried out a hammer on the hood of my car. Wow. He put a nail in the floppy drive of my computer. This was back when drives were expensive, the early 80s. It cost me about $250 back then. Damn. Remember floppy disks? Hello, Knife Wife. Hopefully the music isn't too loud here. I'm going to adjust for a little bit of compensation. Hopefully that's a better balance. Emmy says, I accidentally bleached the brand new carpeting in the house when I accidentally spilled Kool-Aid on it. Oh yeah. Emmy says, I guess that counts as breaking something. But more specifically, guys, the question being posed here is, what did a child accidentally ruin for their parents? So can you remember something that you really just fucked up for your parents? I mean, it was probably while you're in your, tinkering phases where you want to figure out how to take things apart and put them back together. If a lot of that was nourished when people were younger, maybe they could have had an interesting career in certain things. A Knife Wife says, my brother ran through a neighbor's window by accident, and I think it was pretty expensive to replace. That's certainly different than running a company. So, Emmy says, this will be 40 additional reasons I do not want children. Yeah, man. Kids. Can you believe them? As we roll up the list, we arrive at number 36. Squirted saline solution in the drive slot of a computer. $1,200. Fed 4 handfuls of dog food to a 50-gallon fish tank. $300. Clogged the sink with Barbie shoes. $120. Broke both ports of the front of the PS3. $125. Nail polish on the bedding, $40. PS3 controllers times 3, $90. Peeled surface texture from the wall, $150. iPod Touch, $150. Cut holes in the clothes with scissors, $50. Picked window tint from inside my car, $200. Clogged the sink with cat food, $120. Sharpie on the kitchen table, have not replaced, removed it successfully. Entire tube of toothpaste spread out in the bathroom. I love this one, $3. You gotta tally this all up. Someday she's better, gotta pay it back. Flooded the shower throughout the bathroom. There's still a stain in the kitchen ceiling, plus too many makeup, liquid, and food messes to count. And it's not that we were inattentive. All of these were done in the middle of the night and with complete silence. It's like a disaster ninja. Disaster Ninja. That sounds like a cool movie. Let's scroll down here. Wait a minute. Why did Stacy say something about Schwann's? Wait. Schwann's didn't donate. I didn't see anything pop up, right? We're in the clear. We're in the bing bong. I don't even see Schwann's in the chat. You guys are interesting. Emmy says, I think the carpet had been in for a week. Well done. You wasted no time ruining something to remind them that you have kids and therefore cannot have nice things. Hello, Fat Man and Sheep Man and Faith. I hope you're doing well. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and roll up to number 35. Jesus Christ, this one's a doozy. Let me situate myself better in the chair. When the post got you sitting in the chair different. Oh, damn. I used to do computer repair out of my home. I had a friend who was paying me $150 to repair a gaming desktop at the time that was worth $2,300. Someday I'll have a stupid crazy rig, but I just can't. I don't see myself putting it to good use right now. I have so many other balls to juggle. You like that, subs? Balls. I had to replace the hard drive, then reinstall Windows, then all the drivers, and it took an entire day to get everything working from a backup. It was set aside for pickup later that week, and I had a day job at the time that was 3 p.m. to midnight, and my wife worked 9 to 5. So, we had a part-time sitter that summer who took care of our 4-year-old son from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on weekdays. She was not the brightest woman, but we could afford her rates, and we weren't doing well off financially. My wife called me one night and told me to sit down because she had some bad news. We had a lot of sick relatives that had been through some deaths recently, so I thought, who died now? She told me that the kitchen table was strewn with computer parts. Our son had taken the computer apart with the power screwdriver and some pliers, like completely, down to the chips, resistors, and capacitors. If it had a screw, he unscrewed it, and if he didn't, he pulled it off the board with pliers. He then sorted everything by color and size. I nearly lost my shit. I was both angry as fuck that he had done this and terrified telling my friend that his $2,300 gaming rig was ruined. I nearly had a nervous breakdown. My wife and I tried to plan where we were going to get $2,300. We didn't have $2,300 in assets in the entire apartment. We couldn't sell the piece of shit car because we needed it for work, and maybe we would get $1,200 for it if we were lucky. My son couldn't have done this in a small span of time. He had to have done it in the 4 hours he was with the babysitter. Was he alone for these 4 hours? What the ever-living fuck? My wife asked her, and the babysitter said he wanted to work on the computer like Daddy did. He said he was allowed to. He is 4. You're the fucking adult with him. What is wrong with you? If he said he's allowed to play with kitchen knives, would you let him? He's 4. She was fired. She wasn't paid that week either because we needed money to pay friend for my new gaming rig. My wife and I broke the piggy bank and decided we could pay him back if we went without some medicines. Jesus Christ. Didn't pay a few utility bills. Were late with the rent, ate ramen, etc. We could pay my friend off in 3 months with a payment plan. I remember calling my friend so nervous I was shaking. Then thankfully, he didn't think it was a big deal. He said he was thinking of getting a new computer anyway. I didn't have to pay him anything. I was so relieved. You better have paid this nigga something. What the fuck you talking about? Fuck that babysitter. But at the same time, what kind of superhuman friend? You know how much $2,300 is? You know what I'm talking about, baby? You know what I would do for a 1080? You know what I'm talking? Give me that graphics. 1080, baby. Give me that 1080. Give me not 1070. Now. All right. Bing bong. Give me that thing, my monkey balls. That 1080 Ti, baby. Look at, and Destiny got their bullshit on the damn page. Oh my God, Destiny, calm. Why did this dude look like Reaper? You know, you can't pose like that and you're not in Overwatch. You don't get to do that, bro. Reaper owns that pose now. A $2,300 computer to do talking about, oh, it's no big deal. Oh, you can keep it. I was about to wipe my ass with that. Anyway. Xavier Lindstrom says, Kyle, I crashed my mom's Saturn into a tree, then backed it up into the garage. $4,500 or so in damages. Feels bad, man. How'd you get away with that? You still working that off, homie? How did you get away with that? Hello to everybody in the stream chat. Hope you're all having a fantastic evening. And I hope you're not doing anything that's, you know, detrimental to expensive equipment. Or that you've got it all out of your system when you were young. Because Xavier says, I didn't get away with it, Kyle, unfortunately. I didn't expect that you did, homie. I didn't expect that you did. As we travel up to number 34, I'm relieved to see that it's much smaller. Wow. I left the controller charging cable plugged into the front of my PS4. Son thought that it looked like it would fit perfectly into the wall outlet. He ran to tell me, Mom, I popped the house, fried both my PS4 and our 55-inch television. Son was okay though. At least I could replace the electronics. That's just what you're forced to say when you're talking amongst other people. But don't think that he wasn't mad as hell about that PS4 and the 55-inch TV now. You can replace children too, just saying. And he's all like, I'm kidding, God. Everybody on Reddit tearing him to shit. Stupid ass kids. You know how close we all came to ending up in a napkin or rubbed into some socks? You know what I'm talking about? Uh-oh. As we travel up to number 33, my dad went all out for his first grandchild and bought a really expensive crib in the neighborhood of $2,000. As soon as my son was old enough to stand, he chewed all the paint off of the side rails of the crib around the full perimeter. It's not easy to touch up. Some sort of special child-friendly paint. We started keeping a tab on all his damages so we could hand him a bill at the wedding. And there goes Schwanz Gruberman with the first donation of the night. Australian plus or minus 30%. So I appreciate that $1.11, Schwanz Gruberman. My man. You know what I mean? My man. My man! As we continue up this list, I bet I can get $4 and, or would it be $3 and 88 cents? 89 cents. Yes. $3.89 would put me at $5, Emmy. Yeah, Check me out. Just wait. Just wait, Emmy. Just wait. Mr. X says Kyle took a knife and stabbed it into the family's box Sony TV. Wow, don't remember what happened afterwards. So what do you mean you don't remember what happened afterwards? You didn't get consequence for that? Stripe says your mom should have swallowed you as her favorite trash talk. Thank you for linking the Streamlabs, Faith. Such a pretty Faith. Endless Pale Miss says, Kyle, my 5-year-old niece has broken 3 TVs, 4 phones, and a remote in her lifetime. White people can't raise kids. Well, they can, and I guess, you know, they can afford to just... The thing is, white people can't raise kids, that's funny. But you raising these kids to be a brat, you know what I mean? When they break the first TV, you got to figure some shit out for that second one. You gotta anchor that bad boy. You got to make some shit happen so that this TV is not getting touched by this brat until they old enough to understand. Do you know what I mean? And then when they do reach an age where they understand, if they do break the TV, maybe they got to go without, at least for a little bit of time. You know what I'm talking about? Till they understand what the hell they dealing with. If you want a TV so bad, then you need to take care of it. This is a very delicate piece of electronics, and you need to grow out of this shit, you little motherfucker. Like, what's going on in that house where they just like, all right, man, I'm gonna balance this TV on top of this spinning pole, and you better not break another one. I'm not playing. What? So Deja says, I just saw that earlier, Hilla. Wait, what happened? Hilla says, I love the video where the guy is like, Mom, I don't know how to tell you this, but I had an abortion with robot movements. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. Shut up. This isn't funny. Abortions aren't funny. It's a traumatizing experience for many of the people who go through it, because, you know, some people are forced into a position where they know that, you know, either it's not going to be a great environment for the kid, or it's just not something that they're ready or prepared to do at this point in their life, if they're ever going to be ready. And this list should be kind of reinforcing that for you guys. You know what I'm talking about? So as we roll up to number 32, get a load of this. When I was about 4 or 5, I destroyed our upstairs and downstairs bathrooms. I had this little blue bath toy whale, and I had told my mom before that I wanted it to go to the ocean. So one night we were going out to dinner with my aunt and uncle, and I go to the bathroom before leaving and put the sink stopper on and my little whale in the sink. When we came home, we can hear running water, the upstairs bathroom flood, which was the downstairs bathroom ceiling that had collapsed, and there was a waterfall coming from upstairs. Like a movie. Like a damn movie. What is Stripes posting? Schwanza's little thing that he asked her to draw? Looks like it. I hope you like it, Schwans. Stripes, the little artist. She's got it all going on. Why is it capturing? Oh, sorry. I thought I was capturing the wrong thing for a second. That was utterly confusing to me. Oh boy. So as we continue up this list of 40 expensive things a child accidentally broke. Well, look at him. He's a baby. It's not like he knows what he's doing. Just kidding. They're not all that age. We arrive at number 31. I asked my dad, when you were 4, you threw a treat for the dog into the garden. It landed in an extremely old, extremely valuable flower pot. The dog ran straight into the flower pot and knocked it off its platform. You also gave the dog a concussion, and she crapped herself in shock all over the expensive rug that was outside for cleaning purposes. Thankfully, that was so much bad luck that I'm guessing everyone in our region was able to win the lottery for a decade afterwards. You know what I mean? Guys, visualize this if you will. There's an expensive flower pot on top of a platform. You know, well, literally what I'm visualizing is like an expensive vase on a you know, a chest high pedestal that just happens to be not anchored to the ground. Like the pedestal can be knocked over, and you know, the vase would just go same with it. And for some reason, it's situated like right behind a door, so that if the door opens, it just, you know what I'm talking about? What the fuck? And there's also an expensive rug outside. Come on now. Come on now. If you want something, then hide it. You know what I mean? The story with the computer is great because it was a negligent babysitter that made it all happen. And I like to think that the kid basically went where he shouldn't have been. Went where he shouldn't have been. That poor dog pooping all over the place. Jinkies. Number 30. A microwave. I fried its brain. What? Man. Back in the 1970s, my parents had saved up for their first fancy new JCPenney branded microwave. Aw. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. Just a trip down memory lane. Nah, nigga. When I say 1970s, baby, that's what you need to show me. Aww. It's legit like a little oven. You could kick a chicken in there. Just blast that chicken full of microwaves. Get real close to it. This was TV. Either we gonna get a TV or we're gonna get a microwave, not both. I just bought y'all kids them slacks. You're gonna be the talk of the town. Look at you. Funky fresh dressed to impress, ready to party. What is go? Those were the times. I'm kidding. I don't know. Oh boy. God, you just can't stop opening tabs, Gail. So, oh boy. My parents had saved up for their first fancy new JCPenney branded microwave. I want to recall that it was close to $400, which in 1970s money is a heck of a lot of cash to spend on a small appliance. The delivery person had just set it up on the table and left. Apparently the microwave delivery was a thing back then. All of the accessories were still laid out. At the time, it came with meat temperature probe because the people thought it was a good idea to actually cook real food in a microwave. Oh boy, man. Some people are lucky to have made it out of them times. The probe had a 1/4-inch mono plug at one end. Think of an electric guitar cord, a wire, and a long 5-inch pointy meat jabby thing on the other end. Get on with it, you asshole. I opened the door, saw the potential to insert a tab A into slot B, and went about it. Well, it turns out that the meat jabby part of the probe should not be inserted into the port in the microwave because the whole thing quickly went poof and subsequently was dead. There is some debate if I was holding onto the metal part of the probe when this happened because I have been dead too. Because I could have been dead too. Okay. What a short story potentially told long as hell. My God, forgive me, guys. Let's roll back up this list. Endless Pale Meat is saying, oh, everybody's just saying hi to Momo and Kyle. And Pencil says he's feeling better, so yay for Pencil. As we arrive at number 29, it says, I knocked over my mother's massive pine china hutch when I was about 12. It destroyed all the china and everything else in its path. Then there was the time we used the neighbor's new sports car as a slide for a few hours with our sandy shoes on. We were about 6. It required a complete paint job and some body work to repair. Man, I miss the 80s. Man, number 28. When my sister was probably not even 2 years old, she knocked over and broke my dad's 12-string bass guitar. He doesn't let her live that down. Oh, Dad. Well, 27. We had a 90-gram saltwater tank with 90 gram. Is that what that is? I don't know what the hell G is supposed to be standing for there. It's got to be grams. It's a 90-gram saltwater tank with easily upwards of 3,000 worth of coral, fish. And I went to work the night shift and my son unplugged everything for the night. My husband didn't notice. Everything was dead in the morning and the house smelled lovely. Well, 90 gallon. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. God, my brain is really not well today and I'm super hot too. And I was out. I didn't start the stream on time because I'm like really out of it and my brain didn't even fucking think gallon naturally. And I was trying to do, you know, Nicholas Thorne wanted me to do this Night Guard story for Reddit because I've read the first two and I'm supposed to dive back in for the third one. Why is Emily talking about mice people? What is even happening? Kitty said, Kaya, why the kids be hurting the pets this list? Kids always hurt pets. I mean, it's typically just not something that ends up being story worthy. So the fact that the pets are just included in these anecdotes are kind of sad, but that's another list, man. Time that kids killed a pet. Pets you killed. How about that? Let's look that up. Pets you killed, bruh. Has anyone accidentally injured or killed a pet? Oh, bing bong. That's what we're looking for. What was it like? Top post is deleted. You know it. You know that top post deleted. This post is the North Korea of posts. I once had a pet rat. My room had laundry on the floor and he was crawling around under some stuff. You know where this is going. I got up from my chair and accidentally stepped on his head. I could hear a crunch as his teeth smashed together. For a couple of moments, I was convinced that I had just killed him and I was hysterical. But he then waddled out unharmed and scurried away? I read this and curled my toes when you mentioned his teeth. Then I smiled when he scurried. So he's fine. Hillaclean said I almost cried. Well, let's get to number 4 on this one. I have fostered many orphaned kittens. Let's not. Don't say I never did anything for you subscribers. I could have read the hell out of that dead kitten story and see if you guys could have handled it. The women anyway. So, as we travel up this list of 40 expensive things a child broke, look at that kid. He'll give a fuck. He like, well, I'm sorry that it had to go like that. Look at that baby. Well, what are you gonna do about it? I'm just a kid. Look at me. People love me. Do people love you? Nope. You outgrew it. Nope. Anyway, as we roll up this list, we reach number 26. My chemistry teacher's son drove into a building. His car slipped on ice or something. It wrecked the brick wall completely, costing him $10,000 to repair. Somebody said, insurance? So many of these things would be covered by insurance. Well, if people have it, it's very important to have insurance, y'all. Don't go Googling without it. Anyway, number 25. Middle child was barely a toddler when he ripped the legs off a pair of $300 sunglasses that my newly serious boyfriend, now spouse, had forgotten that he'd set in a case in the backseat of his truck prior to giving it to me to drive while he was working out of town. Whoopsie! The kid found the misplaced and forgotten case, opened it, and proceeded to play with the glasses until they died. The oldest child once fed lettuce to the DVD player. Not particularly expensive, but it was an amusing what the fuck. And an amusing WTF. Uh-oh, Sarah Bishop's here. When she gets a load of what the topic for tonight is, she's gonna be blowing it up, I'm sure. Legendary Fat Man says, I'm the son of a butcher. Dad was rather traditional before he retired. Chop, chop, motherfucker, chop, chop. Chop, chop, motherfucker, chop, chop. Wait a minute now. Boom, 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 chop, boom, boom, chop. Number 24. OP posted this. So, there's that. This wasn't me, but it happened to my friend way back in high school. We needed to get into the attic for something. The attic was in the garage. Parents weren't home and his sister's car was under the attic. He turned her car on, accidentally put it in neutral, revved the engine, and panicked. Hit the gear shift in to drive quickly. The car totaled his dad's motorcycle, was parked in front of the car. The car also went through the wall, straight into the kitchen, ended up being tons of repair and replacement. Well, something tells me that I had the money to make it happen. Punk ass kids. Yeah. Somebody said, I have never seen OP post a not me but comment on his own post before. And it's true. This is madness. Most people, when they come to Reddit to ask a question, it's because they got the answer and they want to hit y'all with it. Like, imagine this. One of you goes to Reddit right now and asks this question. What's a little known YouTuber that you really enjoy, even if most people think that they're weird? And then you answer Kyle, and your whole purpose in making the post was to get me or to answer me. Do you get what I'm saying? But if instead you go, imagine, here's an analogy. You're asking a question and it's just like, doctors of Reddit, what's the most amazing thing that you've done? And you could be a doctor and just want to tell people about some amazing thing that you did today. And so you're going to ask the question, what's an amazing thing that doctors have done? But imagine you then go, not me, but I heard about this one doctor and he was all like, and it's like, I'm not a doctor, but in your own post, get out of here. Get out of here. One of you guys should definitely make that thread on Reddit and be all like, who's a YouTuber that you guys are all about? And then you just answer me. As a matter of fact, all of you should constantly be on Reddit answering me to questions that barely even merit it. That people will just be like, hey, what's a really cool food that you really enjoy? And then you just slide in there like, man, there's this YouTuber named Kyle. I can't get enough of them. Legendary Fat Man says, you are them, didn't you? R8. God damn it, I can't type today. What is the Legendary Fat Man talking about? The Golden Helm says, Kyle, my mother was gifted an expensive vase by her mom and set it on the table. 5 minutes later, my 4-year-old self ran in, threw it on the floor, full force in front of them. And she's still mad. Well, she has reason to be mad. Sarah Bishop says she had to take apart the pipes in her bathroom to find it filled with toys. Why even have kids, guys? You know what I'm talking about? What's the point? Number 23. My son watched me Windex the windows one day while cleaning. When I put the spray bottle down, he picked it up and soaked 2 flat screens. What the fuck? 2 flat screen TVs. It got sprayed so much. Some seeped in behind the screen and ran down the inside. They still work, but have funny vertical lines that are permanently distorted. Somebody said, oh boy, do I have some good news for you. You can potentially fix it, but it will only work once. Go get yourself a magic eraser and very gently and evenly Make little circular polishing monkey balls. Blah, 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 blah. Somebody says, I think he means the screen itself has vertical lines, not the glass or the coating. Some Windex probably got into the electronics. And this guy says, you're right. The Windex got inside, slid down, distorted the image. There's only bright lit green now. Ya bitch. And he's all like, oh man, I hope I was excited to help you save your TV. Sorry, I hope someone else can benefit. So you know what I mean? Nuts. Nuts. Hoo-ha says, isn't Kyle supposed to get money from when YouTube does that? When YouTube does what? When YouTube does what? He says there's ads on this video? I'll tell you the funny thing. As soon as this video goes live, it's going to be demonetized, like pretty much everything else that I upload. Because, you know, YouTube hates me. Let's check out that YouTube page right now. Let's see. Yeah, dude. Everything that I put up gets, what's the word I'm looking for? You know. Like, it's not suitable for advertisers. So when I reach 1,000 views, then I can submit the reviews for somebody real to sit down and watch the videos. But by that point, it will be irrelevant because people have already watched it. You know, so hypothetically, say I had millions of subscribers and I put a video up, and as soon as I put it up, they demonetized it. They'll still put ads on it because YouTube's for assholes, like, you know what I mean? And then, like, if 1 million people watch it, and then I go, hey, you know, review this video to see whether or not it's worthy of being demonetized, they'll go, okay. But then all of the shit that, you know, all the people that watched it and potentially would have given it ad revenue, it wouldn't work, which is why so many people are just doing like a crowdfunding thing or Patreon, because YouTube has lost its damn mind. And until an equivalent comes, you know, we are honestly just waiting with bated breath for the YouTube replacement to come rolling in. And I have hope that it'll happen soon, because I've kind of given up hope that YouTube as a platform is going to salvage itself. Especially after it was doing all this bullshit to its interface. It's just like, Jesus Christ, you got some real problems, and this is the bullshit that you're doing right now. You know what I mean? It'd be like if somebody you knew was on drugs, and they got a kid, and they don't have a job, and they got like a little bit of money from a relative, and they went out and bought new shoes. You feel me? That's what YouTube is doing right now. And it's like, get your shit together, YouTube, as we travel up the list of 40 expensive things a child broke. Is YouTube run by children? 'Cause they broke it. My Pokemon Go just twitched for some reason. Why are you twitching? Weird. You so weird, Pokemon. Give me a second. Wait, Fat Man said what about his sister? Sarah's saying that her 11-month-old took a shit on the screen of my front door 2 days ago while laughing. Okay. Legendary Fat Man said, except that time my nephew broke my glasses. Candy Stripe says, I downloaded BitLord today by mistake. What is BitLord? What the hell? You better be careful with what you download. Fat Man says, trust me on this. Kyle could have a whole list about what they do. Intriguing. Stripe says, I gave my high school boyfriend a $100 huge balloon-acorn inflatable for his birthday, and his nephews popped it within the same week. Why would you spend $100 on a balloon thing, Stripes? Seems weird. Kitty Kamira says, well, you were in high school, I guess. Kyle, a renaissance for content makers is due at any moment, whether it's on YouTube or not. I genuinely and wholeheartedly believe that too. And I'm excited because of the potential for growth and a future for what I do and for people who want to join in with what I do. You know, I want to be able to reach people and offer them something that maybe they're seeking that they don't even know that they want. The Golden Helm says, Kyle, I also apparently flushed a 15-karat gold watch and all car and house keys when I was 3. Jesus Christ. Kaylin Brady says, what's up? How are you doing, Kaylin Brady, my man? Genevieve says, one time my little sister or my little cousin ate crayons because he wanted to poop a rainbow. Kids got a lot to learn about food dye. Emmy says, when I worked in childcare, we had a child poop on a slide, and then another child slid directly through it. Guys, let's travel up this list, man. You guys are, whoa. Poop slide. That's number 21. My daughter just dropped my MacBook off the couch and it fell just right and is 100% busted. It looked like the bottom exploded. Hopefully we can get what's on our hard drive off and save all of our pictures and whatnot. Hope y'all niggas got Apple Care. Somebody said hopefully it's older. Apple is very anti-repair, including soldering the SSD pins on the newer ones. Oh my God. Would they really design proprietary ports just to troll people? Yes. Yes, it's always a pain to explain to customers that I can't recover their data simply because they got a Mac instead of a PC. These stupid Mac using morons. Because I can't believe that Mac, already inferior in its capacity to fucking process as far as a computer is concerned, is making steps backwards, specifically to fuck its own customers? To fuck your own customers, dude? Mac ain't playing, boy. And people gonna buy it regardless. And when it's like that, I really feel like it just opens the door for y'all to do what the hell ever. I mean, we see representations in media and parodies of like a board of douchebags sitting around a table just laughing all evil like but legit, yo, they laughing because people will buy this shit no matter what. It's an Apple product. They're gonna be lining up like a faggot out there trying to get some shit. What the fuck? You want an iPhone, fine, but a Mac? What are you doing? Don't let it happen to the people that you love. Please convince them to get a real machine, because this is confusing. And every day, it seems like I learn something even funnier about Apple. Oh boy. Money is money, man. And you got a business is business, but goddamn, you fucking your own customers like that right now, right in the bum bum. Number 20, 16 iPads. Now, how did your monster of a little brat child come across 16 iPads, motherfucker? What were you doing with that many around him? I really am interested in this story. How did our child ruin 16 iPads, you ask? Well, let me tell you. My wife is a teacher. In her school, each child is assigned an iPad for educational purposes. Did the kid piss on him? When the school year is over, the iPads have to be wiped and reset to factory settings. Of course, this has to be done after the school year is over. She was running behind getting her classroom prepped to be cleaned and still needed to reset them to the factory settings. She brought her iPad cart home with 22 iPads in them. She laid them all down on the office floor and made an assembly line. She got to the last one left to do something else. Came back and our daughter had played The Floor is Lava on top of 16 of them. How old was your daughter? How old was your daughter? Playing The Floor is Lava. She stepped on the screens of 16 iPads. How dumb is your fucking wife? This stupid hoe bitch leaving fucking iPads out and your little monster dip. Like, how stupid. I mean, like, I get it. Parents are exhausted. because they got to deal with these fucking kids all of the time. You see what I'm saying? But at what point does your exhaustion reach such a critical breaking point that you forget that you are housing little dipshit monsters? Do you get what I'm saying? Why get a fucking dog? Get a fucking dog, okay? With your children on easy mode. If at some point you forget that the dog can't eat chocolate, you fucked up. Do you get what I'm saying? In the same way, how you gonna bring home 16 iPads, leave them out on the floor with the room having access to lock the door from the inside? I don't know what you gotta do. I don't care what you need to do. Get that kid on a leash while you're not in the room with these iPads. Make something happen. You just leave him in there like that? She deserved what happened to him, and she deserved to pay out of pocket for him, because come the fuck on. She didn't put these in a box. She didn't have these up on, in a closet. You know what I'm talking about? She didn't hide these. She had them laid out on the floor in an assembly line and then left the room while she has a child. What the bing bong? You see what I'm talking about? This is the dumbest thing I've ever read. And I've read a lot of crazy shit. She got a royal ass chewing out for it. Lo and behold, the next year they were planning on switching to Google Classroom instead. All new Chromebooks for the kids. Did she not have to pay for it? Listen to me. How old was that kid? Because that's an important question to me. That's a very important question to me. Please load more comments. How old was this kid? And then she decided to bring them home. The floor is Java. Her district doesn't have an IT department? What the fuck kind of rich ass school is this? That's 16 laptops the school has to pay for as opposed to return the leasing company. How old was the kid? Nobody cares. I bet you the answer was too old, and that's why he omitted it from the story. Just blowing my mind. The Golden Helm says, Kyle, how much fan art have you received before? About 6 over the course of forever. I've probably only ever received about 6 fan art. Gris Russell says hello, and I hope that all of you are having a fantastic evening. So we travel up this list because I am just dying on the inside tonight, and I apologize. We reach number 19. When I was about 3 or 4 in 1997, my dad left the house for an afternoon, and my mom was busy downstairs. Well, my dad had set up this massive, and I mean covering an entire room massive model train set. Everything was intricately laid out, and the track went on forever. When my dad got back home, I had disassembled it all. I'm not talking pulling the train tracks apart. I broke apart every little thing I possibly could. The whole track was in 1,000 pieces. I wasn't the most expensive thing in the world. Or it wasn't the most expensive thing in the world, but goddamn did he love that model train set. And you ruined it. Somebody said, your mom totally knew what was going on upstairs. She just wanted her marriage back. Somebody said, by letting something like that happen, it can go either way. Man. I love the way, guys, that this motherfucker right here, she wanted her marriage back. Stupid slut. I like the presumptuous nature of this comment, as if to imply that, the train set came first. What man that loves a bitch enough to marry her, obviously excluding situations where maybe they have a kid accidentally, so now they got to do the honest thing and lock it down so they can raise this kid in an environment that is beneficial to them, so maybe they don't turn into a serial killer or some shit like this. You know what I'm talking about? But in the situation where, okay, You marry somebody because you're down with her and she is relevant and she's all that you're about. You know what I mean? Maybe there's some love here. How dank do you think a train set is going to be to come out and be like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Guys are all about video games, okay? But, you know, at the end of the day, you can't play a game for forever. You know what I'm talking about? I like to think that a train set is the type of thing that after things go wrong, you just kind of busy yourself with, you know? So what came first? The marital issues or the train set? Kyle likes to think the marital issues came first, baby. That's Dr. Kyle. So, while we're on the topic of train sets, don't do it, Kyle. Don't do it. I want to. Oh, I thought that was like a. You know what I thought that was? I thought that was like a. I thought that was like some manner of Star Trek looking train set. I don't care about it. I just want it to be really long. I want like a really long train set. This one's 20 there. I don't want it to. Okay, wait. What the fuck? What is this one? How long is the track? See, when you ain't got no damn pictures, don't nobody. Look how short that damn track is. You got me fucked up. Forget it. What if I put on long track for big peepee men? For fucking get it. Amazon has failed me this day. So as we continue up this list, we arrive at number 18, and they're getting pretty short, guys, so I'm just going to start rattling these off in sort of a spitfire way. Prepare yourselves as we travel up the list of 40 expensive things a child broke. I'm getting hot in here. I'm probably going to have to take off all my clothes. I am getting so hot, I'm going to take my clothes off. Let it just fall out. Number 18. My kid blew the motor on a Ford Contour. I guess he thought that the temperature gauge was nothing to worry about. That stupid, ignorant child. Shouldn't he have been monitoring that temperature gauge to see what was going on under the hood of the car? One of my favorite jokes I'm always telling is, Daddy, why is that man so large and gray and not moving? That's a statue, you ignorant child. Alan Hawk says, Kyle, your favorite biracial fan is here to watch your dankalicious stream. Who would that be? Faith? Faith's probably biracial. I learned something about Faith that I didn't know, and you guys probably don't know either, and I'm not going to share it, but it's interesting because Faith's got a fat butt, but she's got something in her that doesn't make fat booty chicks. What ethnicity am I talking about that has flat booty chicks? Answer Kyle correctly, and you're gonna get all the attention. Bing bong. Candy Stripes says, is she Asian? You already beat it. You already did it, Stripes. That's not fair. You should have given other people a chance, Stripes. Yes, it's Asian, and there's a little bit of Asian in Faith. But yeah, specifically, it's Thai. Alan Hawk said white. You wrong, dude. I know white girls, and they got some really nice cans. Wait, that's butt, right? Cans are butt? No, I think cans are boobs. Psh, you see how dead I am? I'm really tired. I'm really tired. Everybody's saying Asian, and Asian is right, dude. Little Deerfly said Asian first. Yep, you're right, dude. Asian is right. Oh, boy. So as we travel up, we reach number 17. Our brand new flat screen TV. He was 2, and he threw his toy truck at it. Obliterated. Never wanted to disown him more than that in any moment. Wow, he was really honest about this for the sake of the fucking comment. Because most people would pretend like, oh, he's my little sunshine and I'm glad he's just safe and we can replace the TV, but we can't replace the kid. But, you know, somebody said, for most of my childhood, my parents kept the expensive living room TV in a huge cabinet that could be closed when you weren't watching it. I understand why they did that now. Yeah. It's because you little fucking kids. Alright? It's because of you damn kids. Number 16. Watching Netflix as I was doing the dishes. I had to poop. 3-year-old daughter drags the kitchen chair up to the sink, decides to help do the dishes while I'm on the toilet. Goodbye, $1,200 laptop that is now soaked in about a gallon of water. You know, I only paid $600 for my laptop, and like, here's what you guys aren't interested, but we'll talk about it later. I'm gonna share with you the specs of my laptop and tell you guys how much I paid for it. Everybody seems to have a really expensive laptop, and these niggas are parents. You know what I mean? Y'all can't put no good use into a good laptop. What do you people need it for? For your stupid work that has you jumping through some dumbass social hoop, doing corny ass emailing and spreadsheets and fucking using Excel occasionally? Y'all don't need these fancy ass computers. You're not like a designer. You ain't got nothing going on, homie. You know what I'm talking about? You emailing people and fucking around on Reddit and Facebook, and you guys have computers that are double the price of mine. Why? You know what I mean? Why? Legendary Fat Man says, anyone want a little Greek in them? You see where he's going with that one. As we travel up this list, we arrive at number 15. My daughter ruined my phone when she was about 2 months old. She threw up on me and it splattered hard enough to hit the phone just right while it was charging, and it fried the charging port. Projectile vomiting. She's got the precision. Maybe she'll make a fine widowmaker when she's old enough. As we travel up to number 14, a diamond earring gifted by my mother on my wedding day. Diamonds swim in the big potty, guys. Oh boy. Diamond for the sewer. Oh boy. Number 13. My 18-month-old shoved my Surface off a table. What's the Surface? Is that probably like a... Is that like an electronic? It's a Microsoft Surface. It's like a laptop. Okay. Microsoft Surface tablet. Oh, it's a tablet then. Okay. Is this what Microsoft is trying to have compete with? No, it's pretty much just an actual laptop. 12.3 inches. I don't know. That's a tablet. That's a tablet. Why do you care? Why do you care, Kyle? Maintain your focus on this list. Don't let words throw you off. Capitalizing the S in Surface, so I knew it was some manner of electronic, but I couldn't fucking pin down whether or not it was a laptop or a freaking tablet, you asshole. My 18-month-old shoved my tablet off a table and it shattered on the floor. You know how cats like to knock things off tables just for the hell of it? Just like that. He looked so damn proud of himself, too. Well, these damn kids. You damn kids. Number 12. My brother ripped earrings out of both of my mother's ears when he was a baby. He did one, then the other, a few days later. I guess the cosmetic surgery to fix it was expensive, and insurance didn't cover it. Don't wear big earrings when you're holding a baby, ladies. Don't hold babies. If somebody passes you a baby, swat that baby to the ground. I've told you a million times, don't let it happen to you. Don't let it happen to you. You imagine having a baby just rip that earring out your earlobe, playing around. Candy Stripe says, Jamaica is a very popular female sex tourism destination. It is not. Oh my God. I'm going to go ahead and riskily type in popular female sex destinations. So yes, popular female sex tourism destinations. And naturally, Thailand better be at the motherfucking top. What you talking about? What you talking about? Don't put female. Well, she said female, so let's let her have that one. Jamaica. Look, we're going to type in female sex tourism. 7 popular. Okay. Well, no. Okay. 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 Oof. Oh, okay. Maybe this one. That's from 2014. I want something recent, juicy. Wikipedia. Okay. So female sex tourism. I want a list, baby. I want a top 10. I want it coming in a number 10. You know what I mean? Oh boy. Okay, everything's so good. Ugh, how dare she? No, no. Why is Jamaica up there? No, this is old. This is old. This is old. Ugh. No, 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 no. Dominican Republic is number 1. Okay, Thailand. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, Cambodia. You know what I'm talking about? $2 make them holla. Okay, $2. Okay, now the Netherlands, didn't know that. Spain, whatever. Brazil. See, you play around in Brazil, you might get a little boy. You know what I'm talking about? You might get a lady man, a man lady. Listen, I was definitely expecting the Philippines and Thai to be at the top of these damn lists. Stripes, I don't see no Jamaica here though. I don't see no Jamaica here. You see what I'm talking about, Stripes? As we continue up the list of 40 expensive things that children broke. Freaking kids. Number 11 reads, my vagina. Take it easy, Amy Schumer. Okay. I told Hannah I was going to say that joke earlier. Because when I was looking through the list, like when I was scrolling down the list, I just saw a 2-word response and it was like my vagina. And I was like, oh, I get it because a kid ruined it. You know what I mean? And I was like, take it easy, Amy Schumer. Oh my God. Looks like Schwann's Gruberman, guys, just donated another $1.11, which brings my total tonight up to $2.22. Thank you, Schwann's, for giving YouTube your money when you could just be donating via the Streamlabs link. And Schwann says, for sucky sucky. Thanks, Schwann's. But, I mean, I love it. Me and Faith. Oh, Faith is so cute. I caress her icon. Why is my cursor not being captured anymore? It used to get captured all the time. So, guys, on the list of, the question being asked as parents of Reddit, what is the most expensive thing that your child accidentally ruined? And some bitch said, my vagina. So somebody responds, OP said, most expensive. Okay, uh-oh. Here comes poem for your Sprog. 'Tis often I stand in his bedroom at night to watch for a while he sleeps in my sight. A small silhouette in a moon's gleaming beam. What thoughts is he thinking? I'm sorry, I need to make this bigger so that, there we go. That's how Papa Kael's gonna read it. Okay, yeah. This is the way I need it. Okay, yeah. So let's do this again. 'Tis often I stand in his bedroom at night to watch for a while he sleeps in my sight. A small silhouette in a moon's gleaming beam. What thoughts is he thinking? What dreams does he dream? Perhaps he imagines a planet of toys, a world full of fancy, of journeys and joys, a cosmos of castles and kites in the sky, where mommy and daddy are always nearby. Perhaps he imagines a ship on the seas, the wind and the waves as he rides on the breeze, the tide and the spray, and the sword in his hand, the warmth of the day, and the sun and the sand. And so as I struggle in vain to not weep, I tenderly step while he slumbers in sleep. I lean where he silently lays on his front. I love you, I say, but you ruined my Mom. You know what he was gonna rhyme it with. You know what he was gonna rhyme it with. Bing bong. Monkey's like, hello stream, I've been watching, but YouTube glitches and I couldn't chat till just now. Yes, YouTube has dropped the ball when it pertains to just about everything on its platform. Oh boy. As we roll up to number 10 on the list, we read this. My eye. Oh no. When she was 6 months old, She was sitting in my lap playing with some toy. She suddenly got really excited and flailed her arm up. Her fingernail dug deep into my left arm. 3 surgeries later, I can still only barely see out of the eye. And it's visibly screwed up too. Not egregiously, but if you look me in the eye, my pupil is clearly more oval than circle. And needless to say, I won't be telling her about this until she's an adult at the earliest. And even then, only if she asks. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wear masks around them little bitch ass kids, man. You know what I mean? You know what you guys should look like if you want to deal with kids? Let me see. If y'all niggas want to deal with kids, this is how I recommend y'all look. You see what I'm saying? Like that. Get the cage face on there. Then the padding. Wear a cup under there. You know what I mean? Maybe even a catcher's mitt too. Just get ready for that punk ass kid. And then guard, even though you got a cup, guard your balls with your hand. See what I'm saying? Because that's where the kids want to get to the genitalia. It's just natural for them. They're little kids. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Somebody named Snugget said declaw your kids 2017. Jesus Christ. Whoa. Banal Vulgarian or Banal Vulgarian donated 20. He says, I finally made it to a live stream. I watch all of your lists and playlists. Oh, ping pong. It went away. What are you going to do? Oh, okay. Look. Just, Kyle. Okay. Just chill. Kyle, imagine what he said and then try to pass it off as like what he actually said. So, okay. Oh boy. Okay, he probably said, I finally made it to a live stream. I watch all of your lists and playlists and don't want to take all your effort for free. And you got a big dick and I want to be just like you. So my Segma donated $3.50 and said, how much to sing Give It To You by Jordan Knight? Well, I'll do it if that's what you want. That's so sweet of you. But I gotta find that because I'm gonna forget it. Give It To You, Jordan. This better not suck. We're not listening to it here. Oh, look at this guy's face. This is gonna be a homo song. That's fine. No, don't play it. Don't do it. What was it thinking? No. I was so scary. I could feel the video getting copyrighted as we spoke. I'm kidding. Anyway, guys, I love you. Thank you so much. That was pretty intense. Banal Vulgarian. We're going to need to learn how to pronounce that word. How about that? Because I want to say banal, and my brain's like, banal. Banal.
Banal.
It is banal. Brain. Yes. Yes. Ooh, that's a juicy brain in Kyle's head. Ooh, it's a juicy brain. Maybe you guys didn't see earlier, okay, when I was looking at my wish list. But you know how I gotta look for hats? You know how I gotta type in hats? Here's how I found these hats. I typed it in like this. Big head hats. That's what I type in. Every hat that I've ever gotten, it's so small. And I think to myself, what's wrong with my head? I don't have average head. I have big head. I have to search for a big head hat man. And you know why it's so damn big is the point of this anecdote is because they got a big juicy ass brain in there telling me how to pronounce words when I'm not even sure about it. I'm like Carl Pilkington. I have a dialogue with my brain and I say, I don't think that's the way that that's supposed to be. And the brain's like, no, trust me, Kyle. I got you covered. So Banal Vulgarian, thank you again, because you're not somebody that I see in the streams often. So I'm glad that, you know, you finally were able to make it. For those of you who are here, I want you to understand, I try my best to do this every day at this time. And if I don't, it's because somebody's over at the house or, I'm out of the house or something like that. But I endeavor every day at the same time to make this happen. So wherever you are, whatever time it is for you right now, around this time, that's when I'm streaming. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's that. Yeah, I pulled it up. And I really appreciate that. So,
my man,
you know what I'm talking about? Thank you so much. Bing bong with you. And thank you, Sedacia. That's pretty hot of you to let me know what he said. I appreciate that. Thank you. Wait, who's dead to Fat Man? Oh, was he talking to Pencilhead? That's so rude. He's like, I gotta go, guys. I'm tired. And then Fat Man's like, you're dead to me. As we travel up the list of 40 expensive things a child broke, we arrive at number 9. Wow. When I was about 12, I somehow managed to break my nan's 1,000-pound stair lift while riding it. How do you do that when you're just a little kid? Somebody said, good on ya. I hate stair lifts. They drive me right up the wall. Why? Man, this is nuts. This is ridiculous. Schwanz Gruberman says, I once when I was 12 beat the shit out of my older brother, and a scout for the Croatian soccer team was there and told my dad to send me to him when I was 18. There is something that makes sense somewhere in that juicy, you know what I mean? It's like a piece of coal, and if I smush it just the right way, I can make a diamond out of it. Somewhere in there. Oh boy. Hilla says I ate his ass when we were together. I realized he's garbage after he broke up with me while I was having a panic attack over text nonetheless. You ate his ass. She ate his ass. She ate his ass. A moment of silence for what I... She ate his ass. Lot of mercy. As we continue up the list of 40 expensive things a child broke, some of y'all don't need a child to have thoroughly broken your dignity. Oh my God. Oh my God, number 8. My sister destroyed not one, but 2 blenders by leaving a spoon in them before turning them on. The explosions were impressive. Really? Prove it. Prove it. Explosions? Explosions? If you put silverware in a blender, will there be explosions? You're telling me people haven't put silverware in blenders? Maybe I just need to write fork, because silverware is too advanced a term for the internet. Forks in a blender. Sweet God. We going on a ride, internet. This isn't forks in a blender. Down dislike it, you bitches. What is all this homo shit linked to this? The Yes Dance uncensored version. Get me the fuck out of here. I shouldn't have watched that. It's gonna homo up my recommendations. As we travel up to number 7, My kid broke my TV last week and I'm currently searching for my Fitbit that he's hidden. He took it from the charger while I had the balls to cook him breakfast. Edit. The Fitbit has been found. Where was it? Where was it? He'll eat ass, y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with that, I suppose, when you're in love. When she's in love, she eats ass. When she's in love, she eats ass. Oh my God. Faith says I took a bath and I feel a lot better. I could imagine adorable Faith in the tub. I wonder. Oh, she took a bath. Yeah, she says she took a bath and not a shower. That's adorable. Man. Sarah Bishop says I usually get a few pirate games in a year, preferably when playing the cards. I get those awesome fancy seats in a glass box through my dad. I like to think if Sarah Bishop was ever, not full of babies and like intensely momming with all of her time, she could be one of those like overly intense, just disruptive and hard to swallow female personalities in a game, that, is constantly yelling, and it's just like maybe she gets into games and guys say shit like, "What is wrong with you, bitch? Are you on your rag?" And then she goes, "Yeah, I'm on my rag." And she like adopts it into her gaming personality. And maybe she even makes a YouTube channel called the Constantly on Her Rag Demon Bitch Succubus or something. And all her videos are just her yelling at everybody in every match about how they're awful. And the game isn't even really like the focal point for her. It's just a platform for her to slide into another match and find more people to argue with about how they're assholes. Oh man, it'd be pretty good content though. I'd like to think it'd be pretty watchable, is my point. What are you talking about, Kyle? That's the real question. Masegma says, Kyle, the first day I brought my new car, my kid broke the rear speaker grill, ripped the leather on the door with her princess ring, and drew on the car seat with the mud from her shoe. Boy, oh boy. It's crazy because kids just don't understand the concept of like new shit or nice things, or specifically because they don't work to earn anything. So when they get something, I don't understand. Maybe I can't even articulate it properly. I think kids just assume that most things can be easily replaced, but they don't get it. Oh boy. Let's get up this list, man. Number 6, the television apparently. Running the scissor over the screen makes it look better. My sister once ate the reel inside of our copy of Pocahontas. That was really upsetting. Somebody said she got to shit the colors of the wind. That's the kind of joke I was looking for. And she can shit all the colors of the wind. As we grow up the list, we reach number 5. Must post this for my dad. Right after I got my divorce license, I was backing the car out of the garage and ran over half of the push lawnmower. I didn't want to lose my newly acquired freedom, and this was being January. I just turned the lawnmower around to show the good side and went about my life. Cut to April. I'm doing my homework and my dad comes upstairs. That didn't say divorce. This whole story was confusing as hell because I read divorce. I was like, wait a goddamn minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Oh, Kyle, you're dead. Let me turn on this fan. I'm dying. I'm trying hard. Woo! I'm really tired too. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. As we travel up the list of 40 expensive things a child broke, we arrive at number 5. Must post this for my dad. Right after I got my driver's license, I was backing the car out of the garage and ran over half of the push lawnmower. I didn't want to lose my newly acquired freedom, and this being January, I just turned the lawnmower around to show the good side and went back about my life. Cut to April. I'm doing my homework and my dad comes upstairs laughing. "Hey, sweetie." "Yeah, Dad?" "When did you run over the lawnmower?" January. Cue mad laughter from my dad. He gave me a pass on it for the craftiness. Well, someone says, "This one is my favorite. Your story brings a tear to my eye, not to make my dad sound bad because he really is a great man, but he would have been livid. It's so sweet to me that he laughed about it. It's just such a typical accident for a teenager. Thank you for sharing." Oh, isn't that cute? Ain't that cute? Masegma says, "Kyle, she was 4. She was just making it prettier. I tried to laugh it off, but I look at the speaker grill every day I drop her off at school and curse under my breath." Oh, man. Kids. They really put their, you know. I think the craziest thing is, like, with kids, dude, they're going to be like such a huge part of your life. But as they grow, they're going to have less and less to do with you. It's a pretty big downer, you know, but don't think of it as, you know, it's just the way that it is. Think about yourself and your parents, you know. Didn't mean to bring that. That's kind of dark. Didn't mean it to come out like that. Hoo haha says, "I see some YouTubers switch to Twitch. Can Kyle do the same? Maybe he can get," and then it gets cut off. I mean, I can try. We'll see what the world holds for me as we make progress. Schwanz Gruberman says he's on a diet of curry and Thai, but let's go ahead and roll up this list to number 4. When I was a kid, my mother lost her diamond wedding ring. She was devastated. A decade later, while cleaning things up for a garage sale, we found it jammed in the toilet of my Barbie house. Aw. At least it wasn't a real toilet like other kids in this thread, you know? Some kids just like to see things go flushy. Most people want to see the world burn. Kids want to see the world flushed. Number 3, I was washing my van one day 3 years ago, and my 2-year-old decided to help wash the other side with rocks, scratched right down to the primer. This little bitch. Somebody said, when I was a kid, I thought I'd be helpful and wash my mom's car. I used the one of those scrubby sponges from the kitchen with the fucking Brillo on the, oh boy, oh. Somebody says, if it makes you feel any better, I've volunteered in a bunch of car wash fundraisers, and I've seen high school and college students do that to cars. High school and college students? Are you kidding? Can you imagine going to fucking get your car washed at like a college? And somebody fucks up your car like this? Are you joking? How stupid do you have to be? Jesus Christ. You can't buy wisdom. No school can teach you to be wise. What the fringling wingly bobbers? Hey, it disconnected me from Pokemon Go. That's bullshit. You can't do that. And there's no Pokemon around me, so I guess it doesn't matter. You got lucky. Hey, wait, it says there is one. So catch it then. Hey, I caught it. What is it? There's another one too, it says, but nothing's showing up on the app. This is weird. It was a Heracross and a Ladybug. Okay. Emily lives on a Pokestop. The potential is outrageous. Listen, as we travel up this list, we arrive at number 2. I gave him an older car. that still ran and was usable, and he sold it and bought a car that was even older and didn't run because he wanted a Mustang. What a dumbass kid. I bet he looked like a legend sitting in the driver's seat making vroom vroom noises. It goes with a vroom and a whoosh and a whir, a honk and a click, and a psh and a purr, a roo and a rev and a roar of the car. It goes with a vroom, but it doesn't go far. This guy. What is this guy doing with his life? Sarah Bishop says, Swans, Sarah Lee. Oh, there goes Sarah. Getting all them Snapchatters.
I'm Sarah Lee, and y'all better Snapchat me, okay? I got all of the quips and stuff that's crazy and wacky and zany. I'm not like other girls, okay? I'm Sarah Bishop.
As we travel up this list and finally put a bow on the 40 expensive things a child broke, we finally arrive at number 1. A special thanks to everybody being sexy and joining me here tonight in the stream. You know I can't get enough of you. Special thanks to Schwanz Gruberman with his typical and almost daily donations at this point now. Damn, man. Special thanks to Masegma for their donation, and Banal Vulgarian for their donation as well. Thank you to the patrons for doing what you do. You know I can't get enough of your love, baby. But yeah, here we are. Number 1, my dad, a realtor, once sold a house and a condo to a guy whose daughter had burned down their old house. The house was for the family, the condo was for the daughter. I asked my dad how it had happened, and he said the guy just told him, she's always been like that. What? She burns down a house and gets a free condo. All I get is arson charges. Somebody said you'd still get a free accommodation, though, even if it does come with an annoying roommate and a really restrictive lease. They're talking about prison. They're talking about prison. The girl,
this house is sold last year. I want a new house.
You know what I'm talking about? Guys, I hope you are having a fantastic evening and that it only gets better for you. Maybe it's the middle of the day for you. I feel absolutely exhausted. Oh boy. There's also nothing to drink in the house, so tomorrow's gonna be an adventure, I'm sure. But I need to clean before any adventures, and I should probably shower tonight too. And I should probably shower tonight too. Candy Stripe says, I notice very few female to male people pass as men, but rather young teenage boys. Ew. Does that cause problems with would-be child predators? Interesting. Sarah Bishop says, Kyle, you're fucking beat. Yeah, I mean, I'm just tired. Banal Vulgarian says, I'll try to make it to more live lists, Kyle. Gotta get the participation points. Don't feel obligated. You know what I mean? I appreciate you being here at all, and I certainly appreciate you taking, you know, what you earn and contributing it to support my endeavors to, you know, contribute to this channel. I lose myself. Whoa, why is Faith chanting sacrifice? Professional commenter really would be the one to be sacrificed, though. You know what I mean? Oh my God. And it was so organic. And I don't mean that in a rude way. You know what I mean? I like to think that in most organizations, say I had a clique or a group of people. You know what I mean? You know how like there's always one of you where you always think to yourself, if we were going to stop talking to one person, it would be that person. I'm not saying that that's what it's like with professional commenter, but in the way that like in most groups, there's one person where it's just like, oh my God, they're the weird one. In this group, professional commenter, she's not weird. I'm just using it for the sake of analogy, but she is definitively the sacrifice. Yup. It's her, man. It's her. Professional commenter. Sacrifice. Oh boy. Guys, I love you to death. I genuinely feel like I have nothing to contribute tonight. Because there's no new Rick and Morty tonight, so everybody on the sub is like getting really really sad and silly. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, wait a minute. A segment donated again and said, haha, them. I'm a dude. I dated a them once. And fuck that attention seeking shit. Ew. Emmy says, Kyle, can you sing that oil slick song, please? She means the one from Bob's Burgers. That's all like, oh, it's hot and wet and thick. And it's making everybody sick. Oil spill. Oil spill. Oh my God. I love that song because it's so disgusting the way she's like overly provocative with the oil spill. Oh my God. You guys ain't watching Bob's Burgers, man. There's like always one thing in most of those episodes that's like really, really funny, even if the whole episode is just pissing you off. I love shows like that where like you just put them on as background bullshit and like most of the episode is just lame as hell and ain't nothing funny going on. But then one thing just makes you laugh really hard. American Dad used to be that for me, where there'd just be one gag that hit so hard for me that I was like, what the fuck is this about, dude? What the hell? I'm deliriously exhausted and tired though. I love you guys. Legendary Fat Man says, Kyle, I'm gonna commission you for something, sir. Oh yeah? Wait. What do you mean? Whatever. If you commission me, you know I'll whatever if the price is right. That's the problem. That is the problem. Hey, Emmy just got whatever she wanted by just asking for it. That's pretty intense. Schwanz Gruberman says, I just told you if you enter, you will meet an instant death. Oh. Faith says, continue, please. And then Candy Stripe says, please cease. Oh my God. Guys, I love you to death. You guys all have a fantastic day. You'll see me again soon. You know, I'll see what I can make happen. Oh shit. Stripes is already laying down her demands because you know she gets to pick a game soon that that I play, and she also gets to pick a movie that we watch. So that will be interesting indeed. Kitty says, I wanted you to check on my song commission, and I will. I can't do it on stream though because it'll copyright strike this video, which means even if I ever do get it cleared like by review for monetization, that if I watch that video, it will never be allowed to be monetized. So I'm gonna have to do that off stream, my love, and then I'll check it out. Looks like Lady Spook arrived at the very end of the stream. I feel like Lady Spook has somewhere else to be up until this point. And I wish we knew what kind of popular shit that Lady Spook gets up to on the internet. Alas, we may never know. You take it easy, Kitty Camaro, and everybody else in the stream have a wonderful and fantastic night. I thank you and love you, and I do this all for you. So once again, if you need to reach me, you know how to get a hold of me, and we'll talk soon. Also, if anybody wanted to buy, Join Destiny. Kyle plan. I'm so sorry. I just grabbed some grapes that were on the table here. I really can't control myself. So guys, yeah, join that Destiny clan. We'll all be playing together. It'll be totally cute. We'll make videos together. It'll be adorable. So Deja and Stacy, it's wonderful to see you. I didn't think that you stayed this long through the stream. You guys are real troopers. And everybody who is here, I really appreciate you for being here. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, if the stream even happens. And I hate to not know, but sometimes your life is just unexpected and, you know, you don't know where things are going to go. I hope that you guys aren't as exhausted as me, but if you are, I hope that you get to take a nap. Woo! I love you. And I'll see you all soon. Good night.